Welcome back into Eye on Agriculture. I'm Britton Rucker. All the recent rain has raised some big questions about what it means for Kansas corn. To help break it down, we're joined now by K-State agronomist Logan Simon, who works with farmers across southwest and south central Kansas. Logan, thanks so much for being here. Let's start with what this weather means for crops right now. With all the recent rain, how is it impacting corn growth across the state right now?
You bet. So, as of the September 8th report from USDA, Kansas corn is sitting at about 44% mature, which is behind 52% last year, but near the 42% average. I know from some of my own observations in southwest and south central Kansas, we had a fair bit of dryland corn that had turned pretty quickly with the heat that we had before this most recent round of cool and wet weather. As we went into this cool down, we saw a lot of that dryland crops stall out, hold on to that greenness, and it's left a lot of us kind of waiting for it to continue on. This leaves us waiting. Right now, we're sitting at only about 2% harvested, which is behind 13% last year and 11% on average.
Now, Logan, are farmers seeing any issue with root health or nutrient loss because of these saturated soils?
Absolutely. So potentially, I think the biggest concern with all of this moisture is going to be our molds. This could be ear rots, this could be our stalk rots, and if you ask our plant pathologists at Kansas State University, they say that these are likely to be our fusarium rots as opposed to charcoal rots, which some of our corn producers in Kansas might be more familiar with facing in previous years. Both of these can be yield robbers. Ear rots are going to affect the grain directly, of course, not to mention the potential mycotoxins that they can produce. That is especially going to be a problem for any corn that might still go to silage. But our stalk rots can also be a really big problem for us as well, as they affect the integrity of that stalk and trying to keep that crop upright for harvest at the end of the season here. And so if we do have excessive levels of lodging or falling over, that too can be a big yield robber, and then moving forward, potentially cause a lot of volunteer corn to deal with in the next crop.
Now, Logan, really quickly, which areas of Kansas could actually see the biggest yield impact from all this moisture?
Yeah, so we've had a lot of widespread rain. I would say I'm probably most concerned for the crop in central and south central Kansas. They've had really significant rains recently. However, we've had a lot, much higher than normal in my observations, in southwest and west central Kansas as well. So we've got areas all across the region that could be seeing some of these issues. But in some of these other areas, we still might not be so mature that this could actually be a benefit in these areas.
Well, Logan, thanks so much for coming on and chatting with me. Everyone, stick around. Eye on Ag. We'll be back after the break.